This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The three great shooters out there for them, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the three. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins, and for Orlando, the guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the three spot. Now, here's Suggs. Outside Anthony. Lock at 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
On defense, the Warriors. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. It's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Suggs has that kind of ability from behind the arc now. Very efficient from deep.
Golden State moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Poole. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Misses the three. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. It's a three-point game. Got a piece of it. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Chicago. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've shown their capabilities, but it's been in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take greater focus, greater commitment.
Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. The 17-footer. And the shot is long.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all three levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Poole.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Now here's Anthony. Banchero with the ball. Now Green defending, and stolen by Wiggins. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Passes it to Green. And here is Poole. The pass to Wiggins. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And he scouts that Banchero is the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, even though he's back to the basket score, those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Jordan Poole. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The Magic again can't hit. Warriors have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Outside Green. Here's DiVincenzo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor.
good from Green. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Moody's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And now the first timeout called here for the matchup.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Give it up again for the 407 Tech team.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Carter. To the paint. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Carter.
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
On the way, Wiggins. Orlando grabs the miss. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys. For any team coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now here's Curry. We saw him with 29 points last game. Lets it go from deep. And the Warriors miss again. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Out to Anthony. Pass to Suggs. Back to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic again can't hit. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes to Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Warriors ball.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Thompson from long range. Carter pulls it in. Magic have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Look at the job Jalen Suggs did in his rookie season. I mean, he started to show some of those flashes as the season wore on. Flashes of athletic superiority, but also an understanding of how to impact the game with his speed and size and fearlessness.
And about Jalen Suggs, Clark, primed for a tremendous season.
No question about it in my mind, Kevin. I mean, the Magic fans are in for a treat. They are excited to see him play again. I think he's got the ability to be elite if things come together as I anticipate they will for him. I think they're fortunate to have him in Orlando running the point.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's the pass to Suggs.
It's a little too early to be over the limit. They need to keep a close eye on the foul situation from here on out.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Moody, and it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Curry.
And it's that bulldog mentality that Green possesses, just going at defenders and daring them to foul it.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And here is Anthony. To the inside. Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
Pass to Kuminga. Back to Wiggins. Thompson passes to Wiggins. Thompson against Anthony. Thompson misses.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Tries a three. And it's Suggs missing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Green kicks to Wiggins. And he banks in the layup. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
Well, trying to employ physical defense against Wiggins, but this young man... Powers right through it. Very impressive.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Magic shoot their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's good from Anthony. And to see your son Greg find success in the NBA, I can only imagine that's going to be so special for you.
It is. I'm a proud papa because something that so few get to experience. So I couldn't be more proud of him and happy as well.
And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. Got to avoid that at all costs.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
And something about Franz Wagner, a model of consistency. As soon as he came into the league, you know what you'll get from him every night.
Now here's Kuminga. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green passes to Wiggins. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And with Wagner, he'll be a bigger part of this team as he grows.
Kevin, and he'll be able to contribute without being a focus. It has a game that can blend with any other group on the floor. As his confidence grows, he'll continue to make a larger impact.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And this is something Suggs does not shy away from. Wanting to get to the line in these clutch moments.
And he makes that one.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Wagner outside. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Back to Anthony. Doesn't go that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Green inside the three-point line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Green's got 5 points so far.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Anthony. 5 points in the game.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And yes, it's good. And now it's a three-point
they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Suggs. Wagner with it. Carter looking around. Wagner passes to Carter. To the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson with it. Picked up by Suggs. Passes it to Green. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And another 3 for Golden State.
And for Wiggins to take another step forward, he must improve as a shooter. So this is good to see.
Anthony drives in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Back to Thompson. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Fans, your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. And it forward, it's going to be Thompson and Wiggins. Dante DiVincenzo is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the center, filling up the middle. Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. And here is Green after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Wiggins kicks to DiVincenzo. Wiggins right side. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying off. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector, in my opinion.
Ross. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And in the NBA, Clark, one singular talent can transform a team, as we know. So if you could play with either a superstar scorer or a defensive player of the year team, which would it be?
I think I've got to go with the defender, Kevin, simply because there are a lot more guys that do scoring at a high level than do defending at a high level. And if you have an elite defensive player of the year kind of guy, he can make a huge impact on your championship chances.
Now, here's Poole trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Miami. Here's Thompson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you can't afford to bail out a dynamic shooter like Thompson. He'll make you pay at the line.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Anthony, the pass to Harris. Thompson against Ross. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Harris against Poole. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Pass to Ross.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Anthony in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Anthony's got a pair of triples in the second half for Orlando.
and getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Wiseman comes in for Wiggins. Looney kicks to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Poole. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, what a nifty play off the dribble there. Creates barely enough space to get off the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Here's Anthony. Wiseman with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. Looney passes to Wiseman. On its way from Curry for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
And there's the call on Curry. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Anthony. 14 points from him the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dominant.
Nice looking outside stroke by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
Now here's Anthony. 13 points in the game. Harris outside. For 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Anthony.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself.
For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors.
Taking 2 shots.
And Anthony drops them both. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Kuminga. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
And so it's Golden State with it. Wiggins drives in. Over Harris. Here's Looney. That ball, high speed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Anthony dishes to Carter. Wiggins against Anthony. And Wiseman sends it back. Poole finds Kuminga. Back to Poole. In the corner, it's Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Poole, the pass to Wiggins. And another 3 for Golden State.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
On the way, Harris. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Harris has got his second basket of the night. Pass to Looney. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him. Orlando making some changes. Isaac comes in for Banchero. And it's Franz Wagner in for Ross. Here's Poole. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
My goodness, have mercy. Breaking ankles like there's no tomorrow.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. And that one misses. The Magic trail by 6. Wagner outside. Back to Anthony. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Poole, the pass to Wiggins. Kuminga with it. Passes it to Poole. And Anthony sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Green is checked in for Golden State. Moody comes in for Kuminga. Here's Poole, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Magic ball.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. 4-point game. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Green kicks to Poole. Shoots the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Harris. Again, the Magic score.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Poole with it, picked up by Harris. Poole finds Wiggins. Down low, Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. Harris outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gary Harris. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
And Harris drops them both. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. Poole, the pass to Wiseman. Fires the 3, and it's Jordan Poole with the 3. Poole's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Back to Anthony. The pass to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact, and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
At the line for Orlando.
Franz Wagner wasted no time making the splash in the league. Took home a Rookie of the Month award at the end of 2021. A really good start for him on his budding NBA career.
Here's Poole. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
Oh,
stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like the foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
Bamba is checked in for Wendell Carter. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Poole against Anthony. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 16.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Anthony. And Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
And so it's Jordan Poole making highlights for the Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. And in one stretch there, they were up by 6. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Taking a look at the Warriors. Kenny, what'd you think?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a concerted effort to work the ball inside, create high percentages, and that could open up the perimeter for them in the second half, with the D worried about the post.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
And their defense has been an absolute disaster, offering little to no resistance, allowing the other team to walk all over them. They need to show way more fight in the second half, or they're going to get trampled.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
For the 407.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Cole Anthony having a dominant impact, guys, in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Warriors leading by 3. Filling the perimeter, it's Suggs and Wagner. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Harris in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Some changes for Golden State. Moody comes in for Klay Thompson. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Jordan Poole. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Warriors with possession here. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Suggs is a capable shooter now. He requires a little extra attention.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
A free throw drops for Suggs. And some changes here for the Warriors. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Moody. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. He's off on the second. Warriors leading by 5. DiVincenzo passes to Thompson. Green inside. Wiggins right side. Pass to DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. That one falls. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
You know, in the pick and roll, you got a lot of options, but sometimes the best option is to do it yourself. DiVincenzo making the right choice there.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.